What are the most important environmental issues facing Monroe? What would you do in the legislature to deal with those issues?
I think the most important environmental issue facing Monroe is the loss of our open space and the destruction of our community atmosphere through the affordable housing P&Z busting program that's going on right now. We have developers who come in, they take off the topsoil, they take down the trees, they make all of their money off of the land before they even put up a building. And they break our P&Z planning regulations because they're going under the guise of affordable housing, when only 25% of that has to be affordable. I would work to legislate, and have been working to legislate, to increase the percentage of affordable housing so that that would remedy that breaking of the P&Z rules and would maintain our positive and beautiful rural culture here.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Mann.
Actually, we have to again pay attention closely to what my opponent says and what she does. She's introduced legislation to lower density for affordable housing. She's not been a proponent of workforce housing that we need. The problems here in Monroe, again, clean drinking water. We have wells here in Monroe that are not drinkable, and we need to make sure our residents have clean drinking water. I believe we need to preserve open spaces. My grandparents owned a dairy farm, and I grew up on a dairy farm, and I know the importance of preserving farmland. We must lower our carbon footprint. We are in a situation now where our air is not only causing global warming, but it's hazardous to people's health. And I believe that we should continue to take the lead. If the nation isn't going to take the lead on this issue, that it's time to stay still.
Thank you. Rebuttal?
I introduced legislation and ran it through the Environment Committee that actually preserves our trails and equine industry here in the state of Connecticut, which is over $1 billion industry. And it preserves open space. Farms are open space. And within this region, we have a multitude of small horse farms and farms of all types. I voted for legislation that preserved our farms and provided for farm stands here in the state of Connecticut.
Thank you. Rebuttal?
A couple of things. That horse trail legislation did not get passed. Number two, the Farm Stand Act, that's the first time I met Ms. Hovey. I was sent from the Senate to tell her that amendment that she was trying to get passed was being stripped, because what it tried to do was to force municipalities not to be able to legislate or zone where farmland was. That meant your neighbor could raise a herd of cattle on next door with only half an acre of land.